We began with disaster relief and recovery efforts in the California wildfires. Nearly 30 people are confirmed dead and thousands of homes and buildings have been lost. It was 3 years ago people were picking up the pieces in Kentucky after a tornado outbreak. Our Laura Rogers talks to an American Red Cross director who responded in Kentucky's time of need, now leading efforts closer to home in Central California.
Lori, we sure appreciate you taking the time to connect with us today. I know that you have been so busy and so probably overwhelmed with everything going on in the Central California region over the last well over a week now. What can you tell us about where things stand today as far as the response to these wildfires?
So as far as the Red Cross, we still have several shelters open. We had a little over 700 people last night in the shelters still. So we're very much still in that part of the response. We have, as of yesterday, started offering individual assistance, financial assistance to those who have lost their homes in the areas of the Palisades, Eaton Fire, and doing an outreach for that. We have over 400 volunteers responding to this on the ground, working to provide, the shelter, food, comfort, health services, mental health, and just getting all the resources that we can to the people that are impacted.
I know that you've responded to natural disasters in various parts of the country and in all different kinds of forms, including here in Kentucky. You responded when we had tornadoes 3 years ago. How does this disaster compare with other tragedies that you've seen there on the ground?
Well, every disaster is unique in how it impacts, but tornadoes and wildfires, what they have in common is that you're at risk, right? All the factors are there, right? With the tornado, the weather, it's rainy, it's windy, you have all the pressure systems. You know that it can happen, right? And you're on a watch, you're ready, but you just don't know where it's going to hit or if it's going to hit. And if it does hit, how bad is it going to be? Fires are similar. We know all the conditions are there. We get red flag warnings. We don't know if they'll start. We don't know where they'll start. We don't know how fast they'll necessarily move, all of those things. And so that just brings that uncertainty that you have to live with, when you're in that moment waiting for something to happen. And then when it does, and something like, these fires with all the conditions that existed spread so fast in such populated areas that the impact is beyond anything that we've seen in a very, very long time. The sheer number of families that are without homes as a result is, again, beyond anything we've seen. They're all bad, they're all hard, and you can't compare one to the other. When people are losing their homes, it's hard. The scope of this is just bigger in a lot of ways, in a different ways than what we've seen.
What would you say to Kentuckians who are watching that they want to do something to participate in these relief efforts?
I know it's not what people always want to hear, but whether it's the Red Cross or any organization, a financial donation that allows us to do what we need to do for the people as they need it and in the way that they need it. Sign up to become a Red Cross volunteer, because even though it might not be this fire that you can respond to, you're going to help your local Red Cross. You're going to be ready to support when things happen locally, but then you have the ability for future to go out and do and provide support.
We are thinking of our neighbors there in California, and we'll continue to monitor what's going on and step in and help however we can here in Kentucky.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. The Red Cross says another way to help is to give blood. They say the wildfires and winter storms have taken a toll on blood donation drives.